This is the Google 1 month overview reading for the month of December 2023. It's currently October 18th, 2023, 8:32 p.m. Eastern Time. Google at the time of this reading is currently $139.28. The shuffle file for the December reading that we're about to play for you was created on October 5th, 2023 at 10:54 p.m. Eastern Time. That's this video right here. So the overall theme and behavior for Google in the month of December is a notable decline standing out on a year-to-date chart. It follows pretty close to a lot of the other December equity readings that I've done where we have lowest lows towards the end of the year. Lowest lows on a 1 month chart towards the end of the year. What I noticed when I was looking at the 2023 reading and looking for cross-reading correlations is that we have very strong possibility of another highest high here in early November. Just want to point that out because this 1 year reading has been thus far pretty much 100% accurate, except for this at the very beginning of the year here between January and February. What I thought would be our first highest high. Well, technically it is. It is our first highest high, right? We have our highest high. It's 100% accurate. We have our highest high and then we decline, and we don't see another highest high until we get into August. Where is that? August, and then again in October. And you can see we have a highest high here and a highest high here. That's August, that's October. So this is looking pretty solid, but it looks like I might have missed another highest high or maybe the highest high here in early November. So be mindful of that. The decline, it's crossed with a lot of price change and an important resistance level on a multi-day scale. It's also a cross-reading congruency. The Prince of Swords is the December high correlator, so it's possible. I think we probably have our highest high on the 4th, maybe again on the 7th, and then there's one more possibility I'll get into as we progress through the reading. Behavior around the highest high. It should be a mixed month. So we have a rally into the highest high, and then we should decline out of the highest high. Like it changes. Overall trend direction on a multi-day chart changes at the high, and the behavior around the lowest low. Usually when you see the art card in the low position, it indicates two lows or two lowest lows with a peak in between. Before we get into where we see as far as timing for the lowest lows and then the chart behavior day by day and best trade opportunities, all that stuff. Before we get into that, let's make sure everybody's aware of the whole purpose of the channel. We want to transmute some of the competitive energy of the stock market into goodwill. And the way that we do that is here on the resources tab of our website, Tarot for Traders, where we ask that you donate 5% of the profits from every profitable trade using this information. You donate 5% of the profits forward to one of these charities and 5% of the profits back to the channel here that supports the channel. It's the right thing to do, and that leaves you with 90% of the money. Make sure to spend that money out of love. As long as you do that, the universe considers you an angel investor. The channel is going to send it back to you tenfold through this channel. Neglect to follow through on the rule of karma when you have a profitable trade utilizing this information, and the universe will shut your flow of abundance off like that, my friends. Be forewarned. It's not me doing it. It's the universe protecting this information in this channel from being misused for only our own purposes. It should be used to help other people, guys. And you can get rich while you do it, but make sure to follow through on that rule of karma. All right, so on the first, we have a notable move from a prominent trough first thing in the month, like on the cusp of the last trading day of the prior month and into the 1st of December. And there's a big move out of that trough. There's a speaker also around there, like overnight into the 1st, a speaker that shouldn't be relied upon or trusted. And there's a big move reaching for distant resistance on the 1st, taking us to our first highest high on the 4th. There's a lot of price change. We probably open lower on the 4th, and then there's a big move to the upside. There's three local highs on a 1 day chart there for the 4th. So a lot of movement out of a prominent trough early in the day to a prominent peak midday. An important fake out or shakeout of some kind on the 5th. Let's see if we can get the trend direction to the upside. The following day on the 6th, we have a pretty notable decline. Or matter of fact, there's probably a gap down overnight into the 6th where we have a cash out opportunity. So early or late morning to mid session on the 4th, in the midst of that highest high thus far, I would open up a short position in anticipation of a cash out opportunity in the morning on the 6th. A lot of decline there on the 6th. The following day, out of that decline, there's a big, actually, matter of fact, it looks like it may even start at the end of the day on the 6th. There's a big move to the upside there, like a minor peak at the end of the day on the 6th or late in the day on the 6th. And then it looks like we have either another lowest low thus far in the morning and then a big move to the upside. Matter of fact, it's a lowest low after a big high. So that opportunity on the 6th in the morning when we close short position, you could also open up a long position there and close that long position in the morning on the 7th when we have a big move out of a decline from the bottom of the range all the way to the top of the range on a multi-day scale, and possibly another highest high there. Either that or just a prominent peak or crest there on the 7th. And then we decline from that peak or crest. It's like a mixed decline taking us into the 8th. Could open a short at that peak on the 7th and close it at some point on the 8th. Looks like we probably open lower on the 11th. There's a strong possibility we open lower on the 11th, and then there's a rally into peak or crest at the end of the day on the cusp of the 11th, 12th. If we don't open lower on the 11th, then I would say it's a bearish day on the 11th. But if we open lower on the 11th, bullish day to a peak or crest around the cusp of the 11th, 12th, or early in the day on the 12th, where we have this resistance level we met many times before, and we decline pretty notably from there. On the 8th, we have an important technical price level that's highlighted on a multi-day scale, or excuse me, on a 1 year chart scale. Sometimes the signs card indicates a top or a high. Not positive about it here, but it will indicate an important price level, and there's an important trough at the end of the day on the 13th, followed by a peak on the 14th. Possible highest high again on the 14th. Strongest probability is the 4th. There is some possibility of it on the 14th as well. Matter of fact, we probably go from a lowest low to a highest high here on the 14th, and then back into lows as the month progresses. Let's take a look and see how we were doing for October thus far. High on the 12th. We have a highest high here on the 12th, 13. Boom, right there on the 12th. We nailed that, guys. And it looks like we had a lowest low at the very beginning of the month. We didn't catch it on the 2nd. We had it for like the 3rd, 4th. It ended up being on the 2nd, so we were off by a day there, but still pretty solid. Might see a lowest low there on Friday. It's possible. But this is looking pretty solid thus far, guys. Paid version, guys, where you get the remainder of this reading. You also get the timing of all of the highs and the lows, the best trades that we see for the remainder of the month, and then any trades that are relevant on a 1-year chart scale and on a multi-year chart scale. We'll also talk about cross-trading congruencies in 2024, and if there's any price level information that we extrapolate, that'd be in the paid version as well, but we don't do that every time. The way that you get the paid version, guys, really great way to support the channel. It's the right thing to do if you utilize this information regularly. You go to our services, SO Meta Post. Google is one of the, you scroll down to monthly subscription. Google is one of the tickers that we don't have an individual subscription for. In order to get the paid version of Google, you need to get the all paid version, which is our most popular subscription here. Gives you access to the paid version of all of these tickers, plus Google, Amazon, and any one-offs that come off. Much appreciation to all my friends that go ahead and do that. You guys are the core foundation of support, allowing us to fulfill our mission and put out this content. Without you, we wouldn't be able to do it. We know you guys by name. Bless your souls. All right, guys, so let's get into the rest of the reading. And if you're not watching the paid version, be sure to follow through on that rule of karma, guys. Well, if you're watching the paid version too, be sure to follow through. But that's really the most important thing, guys. Follow through on that rule of karma. Blessings to all my angel investors, and I'll see you guys on the next one.